A nice welcome, please.
Nationals.
Maya Shibutani and Alex Shibutani.
But you've got the top two going back-to-back. And I mentioned going to break. These two are among those that you would mention as top teams in the world. They medaled back at Worlds back in 2011, but last year a top 5 finish. 5 straight years medaling at Nationals, still looking to win the gold. Maya and Alex Shibutani.
You try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep.
This free dance, Terry, has been such an incredible vehicle for these two this season. And, you know, sometimes even with great skaters, there are programs which, for whatever reason, just don't feel right. You're just not connecting with it. And then as a viewer or judge, you start to look for why. Why isn't it working for me? And that's distracting. But with these two, this program for Maya and Alex shows their strengths so well and in such a natural style that people are seeing them in a new light this season. One of the things I really like about this program, choreographed by Peter Cheryshev, is the patterning, the lobes, the edges, the way they carve around the ice. It really matches so well with that sort of wave-like undulating tone of Chris Martin's voice, and it just matches so fluidly.
Music's so important to people responding to the program, too, in Coldplay. Great choice.
Listen to the crowd with that Twizzle series. And Terry, that's a perfect example of how to place a highlight element right on the music where it needs to be.
The crowd responded to their short dance better than the short dance of Chalk and Base.
Better than anyone else in the competition. This diagonal step sequence in the past has been where they've gotten a little bit tight, where they've felt like we've had a solid performance, let's make sure it's clean. At this point, they have to get down to their knees, press into the ice, and make sure their energy matches the level of the music. And this is much better than they've done so far this season.
Lights will guide you home, and I will try to fix you.
If you can split those two performances, you have a more discerning eye than most in this building.
Well, I think for the audience, the vote is in. Look at everyone on their feet. What a moment for Maya and Alex.
You get tired of athletes saying, I just want to go perform well, skate well, do my best, can't worry about the placement. But in this moment, when they hug brother-sister at mid-ice, that's got to be the feeling.
And throughout the program, the connection that they establish is so unique to anything we've ever seen from Maya and Alex before, and it feels so honest. And I think that's why the audience is on their feet right now, because they all can relate to the energy and the emotion that they just put out on the ice.
Well, I'm not sure the judgment of the judges is going to be the same as that of the crowd, but we'll see. Everybody out of their seats in Xcel Energy Center. Wayfair.com lounge. They didn't give a standing ovation. What's going on with that? Chalk and Bates waiting to see who's going to be on top after the judges give the numbers. One more team left here in St. Paul.
The Prudential U.S. Figure Skating Championships continue tonight at 8 Eastern on NBC.
After the short dance, Alex Shibutani said, we are capable of being the best in the world. They might be.
And they have been getting such great scores in all of their elements this season. And look at this Twizzle series. This is the moment when the crowd started getting up onto their feet towards the end of the program. Great extension. And most importantly, their unison is so spot on. But this has been a frustrating journey in part for these two. This year, they just feel like their path is free.
Here you go. Let's go.
115.47.
115.47. Look at the standing ovation he gives himself. First place for the Shibutani.
In first place.
And Terry, they received all level 4s on every one of their elements in the short dance and the free dance.
So we mentioned the fourth highest. This is the third highest free dance all time in the U.S. Championships. Fourth highest total score. An amazing accomplishment for a team that most thought could not overtake Chalk and Bates. Got to give you some props. You said early on, I got a feeling.
I woke up this morning and said, I watched that program again. I think it's going to happen.
Yes, you did.